Hello and welcome to SEO is Not That Hard. I'm your host, Ed Dawson, the founder of keywordspeopleuse.com, the place to find and organise the questions people ask online. I'm an SEO, developer, affiliate marketer and entrepreneur. I've been building and monetizing websites for over 20 years and I've bought and sold a few along the way. I'm here to share with you the SEO knowledge, hints and tips I've built up over the years. Hello, welcome to SEO is Not Hard. It's me, Ed Dawson, hosting as usual. And today I've got a quite neat competitor research tip for you. Now, first up, this wasn't my idea. This is not my tip. I'm not taking credit for this. It was actually created, I came across it by a guy called Freddie Chat, who is, he was the guy who created the Summer of SEO that Keywords People Use, was one of the sponsors of the Summer of SEO series of e-commerce related tips that were put out over this last summer, and I think several thousand people went through that kind of free course. And Freddie's a great guy, and if you're not following him, I do say go find him on Twitter, find him on LinkedIn. He puts a lot of stuff out on LinkedIn. So I came across this tip of his on LinkedIn, and I thought it was so good that it was worth a share, basically. So this is a tip to basically how to improve your traffic when you're doing competitor research. So it's quite normal. Most people do it. I do it as well. When I'm looking at creating new content, I will look at the sort of the search term I'm going to target, and you look at what competitors are ranking there. Now, most people will tend to look at the top 1, 2, 3 results and see how those sites are ranking and what they've done and what content that they've got, and see them as the ones to beat. Now, the issue is, a lot of the time, those sites that are ranking top like that will be very high authority sites. So if you're using Ahrefs domain authority as a way of ranking sites in terms of their authority, and we're talking really here about backlink authority, then those sites are probably ranking because of that backlink authority. Now, if you are new or nowhere near as big as those sites you're competing against, you're not going to have that backlink authority. So what Freddie suggests is that you actually go through the top 10 results, look for the DA of the domain authority of all of those sites, and concentrate on looking at those with the lowest DA, the ones with the lowest authority, because those sites are ranking not because of their authority, but despite their lack of authority. Okay, so there's something those sites are doing content-wise that is allowing them to compete with these kind of big behemoth, sort of huge authority sites. They're still getting in the mix with them despite not having that authority, which suggests there's something about their site structure or their internal linking or their content itself that is giving them a boost and getting them up amongst those big behemoths. And, this is similar to, with broadband.co.uk. We were a great site. Yeah, okay, we weren't a minnow, but we were competing with multinational companies like, our competition were Uswitch and Money Supermarket. Money Supermarket in the UK is huge. It's listed on the London Stock Exchange. It's worth about £1 billion. Its stock is huge. It employs thousands of people. Okay, they were one of our main competitors, and we competed with them and other sites as big as that on a regular basis. And okay, we might not have had as much traffic as them across all the niches and all the things, and probably they even had more broadband traffic than us, I'm no doubt. But we were a much smaller company, just a handful of people, and we competed against them. We were one of those minnows. So it is possible to compete against high domain authority sites with good content. Not just content, obviously there are links that be part of this as well, but it's not all about links. So here, what Freddie's is saying is look for those opportunities where sites with lower domain authority are ranking in the top 10 against those sites with big domain authority. And this can also be interesting to do even if, it's not the exact keywords you're going after. If you're just doing general research, if you're ever doing anything, you notice a small site ranking against big sites for a term, have a look at that small site. Have a look at the page, compare their content to the bigger competitors, see why maybe they are ranking. It might give you clues. as to how you can improve your own site as well. And then as well as the content, also look at the backlinks, especially look at the backlinks to those individual pages. So it might be that this high domain authority site, although, it might be ranking some of its content based on its overall domain authority, the page that it's ranking might not have a lot of external links of its own. Whereas the site with a low domain authority might have just a few extra or a few good backlinks pointing at that particular piece of content that's helping it to elevate that site with a big domain authority. So, I just thought that was a really, really great tip that Freddie's put out there. Do go and find Freddie on LinkedIn. He's got a whole little article about this theory of his. And always, just because a search term, key phrase you're going after has huge sites ranking for it, do see if there are smaller sites ranking. It shows you where the actual benchmark you've got to get to get onto page one is. So I hope you find that useful, and I'll see you in the next episode. Before I go, I just wanted to let you know that if you'd like a personal demo of our tools at Keywords People Use, that you can book a free, no obligation, one-on-one video call with me, where I show you how we can help you level up your content by finding and answering the questions your audience actually have. You can also ask me any SEO questions you have. You just need to go to keywordspeopleuse.com/demo, where you can pick a time and date that suits you for us to catch up. Once again, that's keywordspeopleuse.com/demo, and you can also find that link in the show notes of today's episode. Hope to chat with you soon. Thanks for being a listener. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe and share. It really helps. SEO is not that hard. It's brought to you by keywordspeopleuse.com, the place to find and organise the questions people ask online. See why thousands of people use us every day. Try it today for free at keywordspeopleuse.com. To get an instant hit of more SEO tips, then find the link to download a free copy of my 101 quick SEO tips in the show notes of today's episode. If you want to get in touch, have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. I'm at Channel5 on Twitter. You can email me at podcast@keywordspeopleuse.com. Bye for now, and see you in the next episode of SEO is Not That Hard.